Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So I'm still here on top of this peak. We have a pretty nice view over the town at night with all the lights, which is looking really quaint. But yeah, I'm here to meditate and ask for some guidance in regards to this succession question. So maybe I will get some good advice here. Then again, the gods are sometimes real dicks, so we'll see about that. But anyway, let's do this. I guess I just meditate as always. Let's do it. Well, that was a very abrupt color change. Okay, here we go. It seems to be working.
Jarl, is it truly you?
Oh. That's not what I expected to find here.
Not of flesh.
Why have you not reached Odin's hall?
I mean, he's not laid to rest yet. His body isn't burned and so on. Maybe we have to wait until that.
I will in time. As the flames of my pyre burn, I will ride the path of wood smoke to the All-Father's Hall of Champions.
So I thought.
I am grateful to see you once more, Jarl. I struggle with the task you set before me. To choose your heir is not an easy thing. One man is beloved, but does not want the task. The other man is fit for the task, but is not favored.
I could not give you any more counsel in life, Eivor. So too in death am I rendered silent.
Forget wise counsel and rational arguments. What does your heart tell you?
My heart is stopped. It says nothing.
This should not be my decision, Hemminger. The choice was always yours to make. You were their chief.
As Sigurd is your chief. But that does not quench your appetite for glory as you covet his place upon the high seat of your clan.
I do not seek to replace Sigurd. Fate weaved our futures long ago. We're only following its pattern.
Yet you see it coming. You welcome it.
Shall I renounce my fate then? Abandon the path to glory I walk?
No. I want you to die in defense of it.
What do you mean? Well, suddenly I need to fight him, Draugr Hemming. So he did turn into a Draugr. Well, then again, I suppose this is just Eivor's vision.
This is not how I remember you.
I will defeat you one way or the other, undead. Here we go. Nice stun attack.
Too soon, Hemminger Jarl. Shire's fate is uncertain.
I trusted you to make the right decision. I still do.
Where the heck are you? Where did you go to? I mean, I last saw him in that little bush over here, but I guess he must have left for some other place. Okay, he's over here now. That's interesting. But I can shoot you as well.
Your edge is blunted by indecision. You late warriors now. Never waver.
You did, Hemminger Jarl. You did.
That is...
Okay, well, that was weird. Suddenly he was
You pushed me,
in a
Hemminger.
completely different place.
I never intended this.
Have no regrets, Eivor. You have given me the great battle death I sought in life.
You're welcome?
You old fox. Was that the point of riling me up?
The All-Father. He comes to welcome me to his hall. And I must follow.
Okay, well...
The choice you make will be the right one.
have fun in Valhalla, I guess. Of course, this didn't help me at all. Not really, anyway.
The Althing is tomorrow, and a Jarl must be chosen. I should speak with Sunniva about this.
Okay, so I still have to make that decision on my own, I guess, because this wasn't helpful at all. Now, I guess there would be one takeaway from this vision. He said something to the extent, you know, my heart has stopped, it doesn't want anything. So I feel I shouldn't make this decision based on what I think he would want, but what I think is best in the situation. So this is how I'm going to interpret this vision. Anyway, I need to speak to Sunniva now. Where would I find her? Okay, she's at Odin's Rest. So I will quickly make my way over there. I think I can actually drop down here. This is quite the drop. Nice. Okay, I'll head over to Odin's Rest and I'll bring you back once I've arrived. Oh, look at that. They actually built a proper boat for him. So it's not just going to be a funeral pyre, it's going to be like a proper boat funeral pyre. Okay, let's see. Where exactly is Sunniva? She's just at the pyre, I guess. Alright.
Did you consult the Volva?
I did, and it barely helped at all.
And were your questions answered?
Some questions were answered, others I must answer myself.
As always.
Do you think there is a place for Vili in our settlement? He expressed a desire to live and work with us.
Will he not be Jarl of this shire before the day's end?
I don't know.
That remains to be seen. Some are more eager to see Tryggvi in the high seat.
Eivor, Tryggvi has no intention to lead. He feels duty-bound to follow his master into death.
Absolutely
What?
not. My father would never allow such foolishness.
How else can I honor my Jarl, old as I am? This is no country for me. The future is yours, Vili.
The flames of this pyre will burn for my father. You must live. I forbid you to follow him into death. I will not let you sacrifice yourself.
Do you forbid me as a friend, Vili? Or as our new Jarl?
As a man who would see you come to your senses.
Vili, Tryggvi. Each man wears one of Hemminger's boots, with both men unwilling to seize the other.
Does the world need such useless dithering men? Why not stake a claim yourself? Take this shire for your own.
It is not my place.
Your place is anywhere you lay your head, any hill you summit, any silver you take for your own. Do not limit yourself to niceties.
Nottinghamshire deserves a leader to admire. A man the people can trust. Most love Vili, and he loves them. But he lacks the will to be leader. He could learn, but does he wish to? And Tryggvi, sturdy and wise, and loyal to the legacy Hemminger Jarl left behind. Almost to a fault. But he is old, and his thrill for living has fled him. Hardly inspiring.
You cannot! I will not allow it!
I am not asking for your permission. Only your forgiveness.
Gods, Eivor, put a stop to this fool's death wish.
Nottinghamshire can't lose another. Do as you must, Tryggvi. Well, Odin offered me like a third option, which is to just declare myself the Jarl of this place, but apparently that's not actually an option. Also, you may have noticed that more often than not I actually ignore what Odin is telling me, and Eivor is typically picking whatever he does not recommend. So there's that. Okay, so now I have to make a decision here. Well, first of all, I don't understand why Trigby wants to sacrifice himself here. I mean, we just burned a person alive in the last story. Do we really need to do this again? I mean, I get it, that there is some, reason to believe that the Vikings did practice some form of retainer sacrifice at times. There's a fairly famous account written by an Arab traveler and writer, Ibn Fadlan, who was describing a ship burial at the river Volga, which is obviously in modern-day Russia, but it's generally believed that these people were Vikings. As I've mentioned before, the Vikings did use like the rivers in Eastern Europe to travel to Constantinople, for example, or Miklagard, as they called it. So they would sail down the Baltic Sea and into the Neva, and then they had to tow the boats overland for some distances, because obviously there's not one river that leads all the way from, the Baltic Sea to the Black Sea or whatever. But then, when they reach the Dnipro, they can sail down the Dnipro into the Black Sea and then to Constantinople, or down the Volga into the Caspian Sea and onto the Abbasid Caliphate. And that's probably how Ibn Fadlan got there as well. And what he describes is like a burial of an important chieftain, and they also sacrificed like a thrall before they burned him. And ostensibly this thrall volunteered to do this, so just like Trigby is doing this voluntarily, and like Kühnen in the last chapter did this voluntarily, so I guess it's possible. Of course, you also may want to ask, if you're a thrall, how much choice do you actually have? So there's that. But yeah, since Trigby is not like a servant from what I gather, I feel this is very extreme. Maybe not unheard of, but definitely uncommon. So I'm not sure what I think about this. My perfect solution for this would be let Trigby rule for a while. I mean, like everyone said, he's old, so he may die in a few years. And maybe at that point, Vili has matured a bit more and is more willing to take on this responsibility, and he can use that time to find some glory and whatnot. So I think maybe I'm going to pick Trigby here. And I mean, he's not going to rule forever. He will most likely die before Vili, and then Vili can take over from him, and maybe with a bit more experience and more just general willingness to actually do this job. I mean, neither of them seem to be really willing to do this, so I have to force it on one of them, one way or the other. But yeah, I guess I'm going to pick Trigby. I might have been more inclined to pick Vili if Trigby hadn't come up with this stupid idea that he needs to sacrifice himself in the situation. I mean, we could have just said, okay, Vili has to do this, it's tradition, and he's a son and whatnot, and he might be a good Jarl, and Trigby can, be his help, and, be his advisor and whatnot for a while, and then they could kind of rule together with Vili being like the actual Jarl, and Trigby helping him for as long as he can. But apparently that's not going to happen, because he's just going to burn himself, I guess, or kill himself, or whatever he's trying to do here. So yeah, I guess I'm going for Trigby, and maybe once he's dead, Vili can finally take over. That seems like a good compromise to me, right? So yes, Nottinghamshire can't lose another. You're very experienced, and I'm sure you will make a good Jarl for whatever remains of your lifespan.
This is no small decision, Trigby, and not without great cost. The Shire will be diminished without you.
But I have nobody left. My life's purpose lies dead upon that pyre.
That is not so. When people look to my father for guidance, who did they see him turn to for counsel?
Hemminger Jarl was my rock. Yes, I gave him counsel, but he made the hard choices.
If Hemminger were here, Would he not urge you to wield this wisdom for the betterment of all? And was your vow to serve Himminga Jarl unto death, or to serve his legacy and life?
I will stay. You have wisdom, Eivor. More than I could have guessed.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the thing. No one is expecting him to do this. Hemming Jarl was not expecting him to do this, and really wasn't expecting him to do this. This was just his own idea, out of some probably false sense of loyalty.
Eivor!
Sunniva!
Picts were spotted moments ago, lurking in the thicket.
Oh dear.
Billy gave chase.
Arstick! You should have roused me first. Show me where he went.
Let us wake the others. The dark is lousing with Picts.
I'll kill them all myself. We should keep this a secret. Our clans are drunk. Well, Eivor seems to be reasonably sober, so I think I can kill them myself.
I can take them on myself. Tell me where.
They're not far. I'll show you.
Alright.
His rage has consumed him, Eivor. All this anger, this sadness, it has truly taken form.
Arstick was never one to temper his emotions. This was bound to happen. I should have been more vigilant.
Do not blame yourself, Drengur.
He always had me to watch his back, as children. And again now, if this rampage is what he needs to rid himself of the sick that binds him, I will at least make sure he does not hurt himself.
Thank Odin he has the mighty Wolf-Kissed as his shadow.
There are things we do for family, Sunniva. No questions asked. For you, I would have done the same. For any of Raven Clan.
We know, Drengur. That is why we are sworn to you. Here, Eivor. This was where Vili saw the scout killed and then charged after the enemy ahead. I will head back to Hemthorpe and make sure our ravens stand vigilant. Return to us safely, Drengur.
Alright, it looks like they went into this cave. Search for Vili inside Odin mine hideout. I hope nothing happens to Vili. Of course, I already convinced Tryggvi not to kill himself, so at least we have one person who can be Jarl, even if something happens to Vili. Sure, let's put a few traps. Why not? Okay, I can see like one enemy so far. And another dead person. What's up with all of that? Okay, now I can see a lot more, and some of them seem to be fighting. So I guess Vili is already busy fighting them, in which case I may not even want to remain stealthily here. Let's just jump in and help Vili. Can't lose you as well. Alright. He is dead. Well, that is an odd camera perspective. Well, Vili is already incapacitated, but I can revive him, so let me first take care of these two guys, and then I will go and help you out. And someone is like shooting at me this entire time, and it's annoying, so let me take care of that as well. There's someone over here, but I don't have any more arrows, so let's help out Vili first. Alright, now. I've seen someone over here.
Stop, Vili. They're gone. It's done.
Bah! I've seen roosters fight with more spirit.
Oddly enough, so have I.
That sound. Is it thunder?
Footsteps.
We need to fall back. Follow me. Quickly!
Pretty cocky for someone I just had to revive. But okay, let's go. Oh, there's more of them. Alright. is this over here? Oh no, well, someone who likes to cause fire. Do you really have to lock me in an animation right now? This is rather inconvenient. Alright, stop running away from me. You too. I see you over here. You're not going to attack me from behind while I'm not watching. Really? Where are you going? Okay, apparently he's still doing fine. Well, it looks like that's all of them. Hang on a second. I guess I'm just going to continue to follow you, huh? Alright. Oh, hang on a second. Plan of attack. Your aid in kidnapping Hemthorpe residents has provoked valuable knowledge to take to the battles and siege to come. Hemming Jarl suspects nothing yet, but we need to be careful. See what else you can find out so that we may both profit from the fall of these offshore invaders. Yes, they mean us with that. Alright, let's keep going. Oh yep, there's more enemies, and I keep seeing a key nearby. I hate to say it really, but you're kinda in my way sometimes. I'm not sure how to get to that key. It's somewhere else entirely. I don't know, where do you want to go? I mean, lead the way, I'm going to follow you. Okay, now we are at the surface again. Can still see some enemies in the distance. Oh, well, quite a few actually. You're dead. And yes, I'm going to deal with the Wolf Master in close combat. Did I just cut off his head? I think that's what I did. Do you need help with that wolf, really? Yep, you totally do. Also, if this wolf is actually rabid, then I have bad news for you, really, because rabies is always lethal.
Haha, thrilling, was it not? Just like when we were children, getting into trouble and getting away.
Save your honey words for when we get out of here alive, Arstick.
Arstick. What a weird term of endearment. So, where are we going to go to next? Oh no, this was some of the bad mushrooms. I should have looked at the name before I just picked it up. Odin's Hovel.
A moment to catch my breath.
A moment to catch your breath. Let's just talk.
Ah, my sword's thunderhammer. That quickened the blood.
Wild and reckless, like our first battles together. Remember the island north of Stavanger?
I do. Kjotve the Cruel trained his berserkers there.
Great lumbering fools, foaming at the mouth. We taunted them from the treetops.
And the drunk one, remember? Naked as the morning. Froze his cock off trying to find us.
Then fell to humping a snowdrift.
Were you glad to hear from me?
I did wonder what trouble you had been up to. But I smiled at hearing your name, and I wondered if you had taken after your father. If you were now leading your clan.
Well, you have your answer. I'd sooner take after a troll and leave this clan in your hands.
That I will not do.
I have my own clan to care about.
When my father was named Jarl, he had no one to help him, and still he triumphed. But I am not my father. I simply want to roam. Do you think Sleipnir would be content bound to a stable? No matter how glorious it may be?
No, I get it.
Hey! What is that for?
You have friends, Vili. What about Tryggvi? Me? Your clan?
Of course. I know that.
You can't roam forever. Keep that in mind. You are surrounded by those who love you. And that will not change. Unless you push it all away.
You speak a truth. I understand.
Troll-faced arstick.
A chicken draugur. Is such a thing possible? For that does not seem possible.
Anything's possible?
A water infused with fire. I do not lie. Your father's death aside, Billy. This has been... good. Fun, even.
Do you ever wonder what might have happened if we had not been separated by the North Sea so early in our lives? What adventures we would have had. The raids, the battles, the glory. I even think about what we might have been to each other.
Are you trying to flirt with me? Yes, I think about what could have been. No, I don't think about you in that way. Oh, well, he is totally flirting, and I can either reciprocate or not. I mean, it's been a while that I had some actual flirt option. I guess I had one with Tryggvi, but I didn't actually take that one. Because, I mean, she has Petra back home, right? So, I feel I should maybe shut him down early here.
No, I never dwell on our past that way. I find it slows me down to a crawl, and I'm not made for crawling. I think I'll turn in. Long day ahead.
Denied. Poor Willy.
Are you going?
With so much on my mind, I haven't slept a wink. The funeral, the Thanes. I should get back.
I understand. I'll see you there.
Alright, so... have we actually burned him yet?
Billy, gone already. To prepare for the funeral, I imagine.
Okay, apparently the funeral has not yet taken place, so we probably have to return to, you know, wherever the funeral is. Oh, I see, these are the two treasures that I haven't picked up yet. I will return there on my own. But yeah, I guess back to Odin's Rest it is, and time to send off the Jarl, I guess.
So many Danes, so many Norse. This will be the send-off Heminger deserves. All the funeral preparations are in order. Be patient, Heminger Jarl. We're about to send you on your final journey.
Alright, looks like everything is in order. And I can talk to some people. Maybe before I talk to Willy, I will talk to everyone else.
I hardly recognized you outside of your cave.
I regret not seeing my great Jarl again.
You have done him a kindness by being here. Now do him one more. Have another drink. Or 10.
Or 10. Even he came out of his cave to send off the Jarl.
Will your god water survive these flames?
It will. And should Hemminger Jarl so desire, our god will be ready to accept him into the kingdom of heaven.
I mean, from my understanding, once you're dead, it's kinda too late for that. But okay, if you say so.
No longer besieged by chickens, I see.
Throw the dragons on the fire with the great Jarl. We shall devour them together.
Good idea. Let's have some chicken afterwards. Oh, so many people to talk to.
Tell me, what funeral gift did you manage to offer your Jarl?
Some Voda survived the fire. It will keep Hemminger warm in Odin's hall.
If he's not careful, that Voda will burn all of Valhalla down.
Yep, I'm sure it's going to burn well.
Eivor, we meet again.
Who's talking?
Brothers, sisters.
I've not seen your face among the Hemminger clan. From where do you hail?
I come on behalf of the mighty Halfdan Ragnarsson of Northumbria to deliver a gift to the departed Hemming Jarl. These people are good drinkers and good warriors. Halfdan will be pleased.
Okay, so we have some emissaries from other clans.
It is time.
Oh, well, look at who is here.
Halfdan, it's good to see you.
Aye. If only our meeting were to take place during a more joyous occasion.
To come all this way, you must have known him well.
Not as well as I would have liked, but he was a fine warrior and an honest man. One I could trust, and I trust very few.
That's true.
To Hemminger Jarl, Skål.
Aye.
Skull.
Skull.
I wish I had some actual drink in my hand. Can I talk to you? It looked like I could talk to you, but now I can't, so I guess this was just a fluke. But there's another person over here.
Sure, old friend. It is good to see you here. Is Luvina here as well?
One of us had to stay in Jorvik. She wishes she could be here, but alas, our duties never rest.
Aye, never. Only Hemminger Jarl has that privilege now.
And he's going to go up in flames very soon. Alright, it seems that that's everyone. No, it's not. There's yet another person I can talk to.
You
The
have
Volva?
seen what was needed.
I have. More than enough.
I'm still not convinced it was actually helpful, but I've seen something. Alright, Willy, let's go.
Eivor, my father sets forth on his final voyage.
May the winds favor him.
The nobles have offered up their funeral gifts. All but you. Present what you have, and the celebration may begin.
Right, I have a gift. Right, the shield.
I have it here. In council, you were the wisest. At the hearth, the kindest. In battle, the bravest. May the sign of Vegavisir, the rune of the way, guide you to the hall of many doors.
Stand at my side.
Speak from your heart, Hemminger son.
Today we mourn the passing of Hemminger Jarl of Nottinghamshire. My father. Our father. He was a towering force. A strength to fear and admire. Now gone. Yet together we are the example of his greatness. I see him in each of you. His love for battle, but also peace. For wisdom, sorrow, and joy. His generosity, his spirit. In you I see his life, and his love of drink. Gods, did he love drink? We are these things because he was these things.
Apparently his speech lasted the entire day. But I guess it's going to look more impressive if we light the funeral pyre during the night.
Father, we shall be to our children what you were to us. And when they are ready, we will meet you again.
Also, did you ever find that spear you wanted to bring him? That wasn't really mentioned ever again.
Give him a fine farewell.
Sunniva, ride to Hemthorpe and prepare the longhouse for the Althing. The next Jarl will soon take his seat.
Okay, what's going on here? Can I talk to one of you?
Say, who will take the Great Jarl's place? Will we decide at the next thing?
Okay, apparently we still have to decide what's going on. People seem to be slightly panicky. I'm not sure why. I don't see like any enemy around.
Shall we lock horns? Sink
this
it
is
faster
just
than me. You are the winner.
just a drinking game. No, I don't think I want to do that at the moment.
Fear got you then, deep in your belly.
Anyway, I need to return to Sunniva, but I guess I need to do it in the longhouse. Yes, I do. Okay, so I guess I don't actually have to do anything here. I could drink, but I don't have to. So let's just return. And I mean, if there's going to be an all thing, then the people can just decide who they want as their next Jarl. I mean, that's what an all thing is for, right? But I guess it's going to be one of these situations where they say, oh, we can't decide. It's a tie. You have to make this choice for us. But okay, I'll head over to the longhouse and hopefully we can settle this problem once and for all.
Write this down.
Alright, let's talk.
Have they given their Jarl a fine farewell?
They have. None drank so well and so deeply as Clan Hemminger's son.
The declaration of succession must happen soon, before we are too drunk and exhausted to remember our names.
Good point. In that case, I'll let the all thing begin. Let them celebrate a while longer. No, let's start.
I agree. Call on those who must attend. The Althing will begin shortly.
Now, let's see how this is going to go down.
Eivor!
You look uneasy.
Burdened by grief, drowning in mead, and paralyzed by a sword. I stand between that man and Jarldom.
But I mean, he's not eager to take that job anyway.
You stand side by side, Vili. One of you must step forward.
Right.
My father placed us side by side because he trusted your vision. So what do you see?
I see a Jarl in you, I see Tryggvi as a Jarl and you with me. I guess she means that as in you can live among us in Ravensthorpe, not as in like a romantic relationship, right? Because I kind of turned him down. I mean, I already explained what my options or my opinion here is. I think they probably both would make good Jarls, but maybe it's a good idea to have Tryggvi as Jarl first, and Vili can roam for a while, and maybe once Tryggvi is old and dies, then Vili can take over with a bit more experience and a bit more willingness to settle down. So, I guess I'm going for this option. So, yeah, I don't know.
I see a Dringer before me. A man who yearns for the glory of battle. Tryggvi should be Jarl. And you should follow your own path, wherever it may lead. Off a cliff and into the ocean, if that is what you need.
You know how to ruin a good moment, Wolfgist.
Some time ago you asked about living with us, as one of our war band. Is that something you still want?
To raid with you and Bragi? Gods, yes. Imagine the blood and mead we would spill.
For old times then, and new alike.
Watch the look on the old man's face when he hears what we have planned.
Okay, but what does the all thing have to say about this? Do they even get a say in this? How is this going to work? Is he just going to declare that he's not up for election?
I stand before you as Vili Hemminger's son, but not as a Jarl. There is only one man with the needed honor and wisdom. Only one man my father deemed worthy of following him. Tryggvi, Jarl of Snottingham. May you walk proudly in Hemminger's path.
What is this?
Old friend, you deserve this. And so much more. Be proud. My future is elsewhere, Tryggvi. I will go with Eivor, to live and fight beside the Raven clan.
I do not know what to say.
Say yes.
It's just another way of serving your Jarl. And I would say a better one than following him into Valhalla.
Thank you, Vili. Eivor.
Well done, Arstig.
Until my path leads me home, I serve under your banner, Eivor.
Okay.
Eivor, let my first decree be Hemminger's wish. An alliance between our people. When you call, we will rise.
As we shall for you, Tryggvi Jarl.
Either way, apparently we got our alliance, so there's that. And that's probably all I have to do here, huh? Let's see. Yep. Oh, Yom's Viking recruited. And quest completed. Nice.
Want to know about this? It's time I return to the settlement.
But I can talk to our new ally here.
No one can live up to Hemminger Jarl. But I will do my best to serve in his stead. Thank you, Eivor. I entrust Vili to you.
I feel this is a better way you can serve your Jarl and show your loyalty than following him onto the funeral pyre. But yeah, it looks like we're done with the main story anyway. So as always, I will spend well, maybe not the entire next episode, but at least parts of it, to finish everything else. We have some fighting here. I see at least 2, 3, 4, 5 mysteries. There might be another one over here. We got another Lost Dranger. And I do want to check out Skadi's den over here and see what that is all about. If it's anything at all. I mean, it's a named place, but it doesn't really seem to serve any function such as it is. But yeah, for now, I guess the episode is long enough, so let's call it a day. As always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.
Ja, har Svein